On this week's episode, we've got a special Mother's Day edition of hashtag Fat Time in the Parks with Diggs and Shadow. They talk about French toast, bacon, parking issues, and one really annoying guest. The live bands will be returning to TLT for weekends only this summer. ABC's upcoming programming has been announced, including Inhumans, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Roseanne, and Little Mermaid Live. Also, even more Fantasmic news, Star Wars 40th merchandise, Cars 3 sneak peek, and more on this buffet episode of the MousePIRE Podcast. Hi, I'm Anthony.
I'm Shadow.
I'm Diggs.
And welcome to MousePIRE, your source for Star Wars, Disney, and everything in between. This is the podcast where both empires collide.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Apprentice lives.
What is this?
It's showtime!
All together in the tiki room. All the birds sing words and the flowers croon. In the tiki room.
Made you look.
Everybody.
Wang Chung?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I was going to rock my party.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my body. Or something. Whoa.
Hey.
Yeah. Little, you kind of put that in my head because you were playing that. But you know what? Maybe we'll talk about that later, even though I said we're not going to talk about it. We have some little... well, because the music is in my head now, and I'm thinking about the Backstreet Boys and the announcement that was made today, but we'll talk about that later. We have a lot to get to today. We're going to talk about like Fantasmic news, and you know what? When is there not a podcast lately without some Fantasmic news?
Fantastic.
So hopefully that's coming, back soon. We're going to talk about some of our heroes, Pirates of the Caribbean, just to name a few little things. There's something going on with Little Mermaid, but it's not the attraction. So that's just a little tease of what's coming up on today's show.
Here, she's still little.
You know what? That's a good question. Yeah,
Why can't it be a little woman?
she's a Little Mermaid woman.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe we'll start a petition to change her name. All right, but the first thing we're going to start with is Cars 3, the sneak peek over at California Adventure Park at Bugs Life Theater. So that's going on right now. You can go over there and take a sneak peek of Cars 3, which is coming out, I believe, June 16th or 15th, whatever the Friday is. But, of course, it'll be coming on that Thursday. So Shadow and I went over to the sneak peek of the sneak peek on this past Thursday. And it was pretty cool.
It was.
It was really, really cool.
Before we mentioned the little movie clip, was it me or did we get molested more this time?
We get what?
Molested more.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute. Yeah, I was going to get to that. So, yeah, the sneak peek of Cars 3 was actually really, really good.
Yes, I liked it.
I really enjoyed it, and
I don't need to waste a ticket anymore to go see it.
You know what? I mean, no matter what, even if I didn't see the sneak peek, I was still going to go watch Cars 3 since I've seen the other two. But the preview actually makes me want to see it more.
Mm-hmm.
And just the storyline sounds really cool. If you guys don't know, Lightning McQueen is basically about to get replaced with a new car because his car is sleeker and faster. I'm just telling you what the preview said and the ones you watch on TV also.
You know what? I remember that movie when it was called Days of Thunder, and Tom Cruise was Lightning McQueen. Oh, wait, yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen that movie. So anyway, yes, I mean, just watching the previews makes me want to even,
I also remember that movie when it was called Ricky Bobby.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that movie.
I've never seen that movie either, but I know it's basically the same concept.
Well, I don't. So anyway,
Because Barat plays the new guy, right, or something.
I don't know. So yeah, watching the preview makes me want to see it even more. And of course, if you guys seen any previews in that theater, they do have all the effects going on, and it is in 3D. So you get the 3D effect, you get the water, wind, and the little yeah, that stuff. And also you get the, the little things in your butt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shadow was talking about. But this is
But
this is the preview is a little bit different. I mean, it's the same, but yes, we do get more effects in this one
yeah.
than you've ever had before. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I don't care if people think it's spoiled. Yeah, you get more things in your butt.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows Bugs Life. You get the little
Roaches and
things
bugs.
crawling up your butt, whatever it's supposed to be. And sometimes, adding in the previews, you get maybe a couple. But this preview was like, hey now, wait, ooh, wait, hey, hello. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm staying here. But yeah, it was more than usual you'll get. I was kind of laughing because everybody in the audience was going, hey, wait a minute. Wait, this is more, hey, and kids are giggling and laughing. And yeah, I just thought it was funny. I was like, out of all the previews, they added more of these little guys, crawling around your butt.
So yeah, this preview you get more violated, Anthony.
Ew.
You're going to like it. So yeah, I mean, the preview is really, really cool. It's exciting. The scenes that they chose to preview are awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, there's new characters in there. I actually can't wait for it to come out. Or I should say, I can't wait for a free screening to come out first. But no matter what, I will see the movie. Even if I don't get to go to a screening, I will definitely go, when it comes out and go check it out. It's pretty cool. Like you're about to say something.
Nope.
Okay. Good. So yeah, if you guys are in the parks, go head over to California Adventure Park, Bugs Life Theater, okay? Because the preview for Pirates is still going on over at the Sunset Showcase Theater. So you got 2 previews to go check out if you haven't seen the Pirates one yet. And check out Pirates, check out Cars over at the Bugs Life Theater. Very, very awesome. And they gave out keychains to us, a Cars 3 keychain, which was actually pretty cool. Better than a bookmark. Better than a poster. Better than...
Temporary tattoo.
Exactly. So, yeah.
It's the best one. The last time that was a good one, was a keychain.
Yes.
And that was Doctor Strange.
Yes. So, hey, we got a keychain. It was really cool. It looked nice, and it's not it's actually metal, not plastic or anything. So, actually, I was going to put it on my keychain. I was going to do that, but me, I forgot.
It's a keychain, not a pin.
So, yeah, we were actually surprised that we got that keychain, but it does make sense. It's the cars and key and a car. And
Oh,
yeah.
I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
But no, don't think you're going to go tomorrow and they're going to give keychains. No, that was just for the AP preview before people start asking, hey, I went and didn't get a keychain. Well, that's because you weren't there when we were.
Yeah, this ain't Zootopia where they just kept giving the shit out.
So, yeah, go check out the Cars 3 preview over at Bugs Life Theater. It's really cool. And what's pretty cool? When you walk into the theater, they have like music playing, like old, music from the 50s and stuff like that. And the lights are going and everything. So it's kind of like a party in there when you're walking in. It's really, really cool. And then they, of course, start the movie on the preview. John Lasseter starts it and talks about it. And then they show the preview. So, yeah, check it out. It's awesome. I loved it. So I can't wait for it to come out.
Was he wearing a Hawaiian shirt?
Yes, he was. It said Cars on it.
Oh, cool.
Are you hungry? Well, they are. It's time for Fat Time in the Parks.
All right. Yes, we have an early edition of Fat Time in the Parks because we couldn't wait to get to it. And yes, we are feeling pretty hungry right now. So, yeah, we're going to get on with the Fat Time in the Parks. And if you guys do follow our social medias, you would have seen the new fry toppers that are over at Award Wieners. And when we were walking by going to the preview, I noticed a sign. And I was like, fry toppers. I was trying to see what it was, because the first thing I thought of was ranch. Okay, you got to top your fries, throw some ranch on it.
That's what I told you also. I said that instead of one of them, they should have definitely had some sort of combination like that one that we like from Arby's with ranch, cheese, and bacon.
Ooh. So no, it wasn't ranch. It wasn't anything like that, because I started thinking about ranch, and then I started thinking about, remember a long time ago, back in the day, the shaker fries from Wiener Schnitzel,
Oh,
where you put the seasoning in the fry in the bag, and then you shake the bag. Yeah, but I thought it was some kind of seasoning like that, but no, it wasn't. And what it actually is, you can go over there. Of course, you get the fries. If you get hot dog and the combo, or not a combo, but you get hot dog and fries, and you can put toppers on the fries. And the first one, it says barbecue crunch, barbecue sauce, cheddar jack cheese, and crispy fried onions. So that's one of the toppers you can get. The other topper is chili cheese, home style chili, pepper jack cheese, and corn chips. That's pretty cool. You should get that one so I can try that.
I do want to try that one.
Yeah, I will try that too. And the other one is Spicy City, which is a chipotle crema, queso fresco, and pico de gallo. Do you like the chipotle? Do you like chipotle at all?
I like Chipotle, but I don't like pico de gallo.
Well, I know that, but I was just wondering if you like the chipotle. Would you try the chipotle crema?
Without the pico de gallo, yes, I probably would.
I was just wondering. So yeah, you can get these three combinations, and it is $1.69. So like I say, you buy your hot dog, and it comes with the fries, and then you're gonna add $1.69 if you want the toppers on the fries. I suggest you guys try it, because it does sound pretty good. Like I said, I do want to try that the chili cheese. So hopefully Anthony gets that, and I can try a little bit of that, because it sounds kind of good. But yeah, I would definitely go get those. It's only $1.69. I mean, that's not bad.
I like the name on the last one, Spicy City. It just makes me think of wrestling. You wouldn't understand, but it makes me want to chant, Spicy City.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah, something like that. It's a Brock Lesnar thing. People who, well, if anybody out watches wrestling, they would know what it references. But it makes me think of that.
Interesting. So yeah, you can only get the fried toppers right now at Award Wieners over in Hollywoodland, DCA. Go over there and check that out. And if you guys do go over there and grab that and try it, email us and let us know how it was.
MousePIRE@gmail.com. I also wanted to mention that I noticed over there too that for absolutely no reason they still have that stupid fried banana going on. They keep just changing the sign to now it's basically no theme at all. It's been through like 3 themings now. But did you notice that there's beer there?
it's been beer there for a while.
Yeah.
Those 2 craft beers?
Yeah.
Those have been there for a while. Well, we never mentioned it on here that they had those.
Well,
but
we don't really drink the beers, so
No,
we
we
don't go
don't.
and see.
I never noticed that extra sign there on the window for the beers, though. Has that always been there since they've had the beers?
I don't know. I didn't look at the sign or see that sign. Anything that
You can't miss it if you look at the window. And look at it because you think it's something else.
Is it a black sign?
No, it's the same as the other signs.
Oh.
It's just smaller. It's like this big rather than being like this big.
No, I didn't notice it. But I mean, I know that.
Because that's what made me look at it because it's a sign. So I
And
was
you
like,
always want to say, "Oh, what's new over there?"
exactly.
Yeah.
And so I looked at it. I'm like, oh, they're beers.
Do you remember what kind of beers they were?
One was an IPA. I don't remember what the other one was.
All right. No, I don't remember the
One
sign.
of them is a red trolley.
Oh yeah, there's an IPA and a red trolley.
Yeah, the red trolley is my favorite. It's good.
So see, there you go. So I guess it's been there.
I didn't know it was the IPA because I don't like those.
I don't remember seeing that sign when
It
I
was just the 2.
saw that. All right, so moving on. This past Sunday was Mother's Day. And Shadow and I took our mother over to the Storytellers Cafe for some buffet. Breakfast, buffet, brunch, whatever they were calling it.
Yeah, so it was good.
Well,
Well, if it had more than breakfast, it was definitely a brunch.
They had tater tots.
Yeah.
Tater tots go with breakfast, though.
They were good.
Let me have your thoughts.
But let me just give you my story first because, yeah.
Did it involve cheese?
No.
Okay.
No. It involved looking for parking for 45 minutes.
Oh.
Yes. So, yeah, Mother's Day plus race day equaled suck day for digs. Because
Whoa.
it was a long line or the traffic to get into downtown Disney parking, and which I was okay with, whatever. I already knew it was going to be, time to get in there or take some time to get in there. But once we got in and I'm looking for parking and there's no parking spots or anything like that, I was like, this sucks. So, I told Shadow to take my mom, go take her, just go over there since our reservation is almost coming up soon. So they went over there and I'm just still looking for parking. And oh my God, it was just crazy.
I'd have just went to Mickey and Friends at that point.
I was thinking about that and I was just like, whatever. So yeah, it took a while to find parking and then I finally found one and it was just crazy. And let me just skip to the end real quick when we were done eating. Just because it was funny because I'm driving we're walking to the truck and this lady's all, are you leaving? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm parked on that side. So she's like, oh, well, thanks, I guess. So,
I thought you were going to say that you came out and there was a crap load of parking.
No.
That's the kind of thing that would happen to me.
Exactly. Yeah, But so she's, we're on one row and like I said, I parked on the other row. And so when we got to the truck, she was there. She actually went around. Like, okay, cool. She wants to spot. I don't care, whatever. So we're getting in the truck, and then there's another car just came up and just tried to stay there, right? But the parking where I parked was at the very, very end, and on the very, very left side of the parking, which is like a one row. So it's like a row of cars, maybe 10 cars.
Like where we used to park when we'd go for the diamond pins?
A little farther.
Okay.
But yeah, that area.
Okay.
But it's like a little row, like 10 cars can park there. So it's like cars on the right side, the driveway to go, cars here, and then behind that was the driveway. So it's like it was kind of stupid. But so basically, like I said, there was a car trying to get into my spot, but she's waiting, but if this guy wasn't going to move, all she basically had to do was just drive around and like pull in behind me, and I could just went forward and left, and then she could pull in right behind me. That's the way it worked out. But I was going to tell her to do that because this guy didn't want to move, and what I was going to do actually was
block him if you could.
I was about to because he was here. Okay, he was here. My truck's right here. I'm already facing to go out. She's on this side, ready to pull in. So he was here. I was going to do this, block him so they can pull in. But before I can even do that, he moved and blocked her.
Oh.
So, but her daughter came out and was basically arguing with that guy, telling him to move, get out of here, blah, 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 blah. I was going to tell the mother, hey, just come around and come behind me so I can just pull out and you just come on in. But he said he decided to leave. He knew he was going to lose. But I thought that was funny.
Dirty.
All right, let's get to breakfast. So, yeah, I finally got there, and this fat one over here is already eating.
Yeah.
He didn't wait for me. But, yeah, my very first time actually eating there. So, I tried the French toast, and I think it has cinnamon in it. I think it's like cinnamon inside the French toast. It kind of looked like, how you have a cinnamon roll, and you see the cinnamon line? So it looked like the French toast, kind of like lines of cinnamon inside, which was really good. And then I had pancakes. They were kind of mushy.
Yeah.
And what else did I have? Of course, got to have bacon.
I had tons of bacon.
Had some bacon, and then I had some Danishes, and I just all together, I had fruit. I had some grapes, watermelon, strawberries. But when I went up there, they didn't have any waffles. So I was going to get some. I mean, they were out, and the guy said, "Oh, they're bringing some more right now." But I was like, you know what? I'll just come back, after I eat this, because then they had like a bowl thing of like strawberries, so you can get the strawberries and put it on top, right? I was like, ooh. So what I was going to do is actually grab a bowl, because they have bowls for cereals, and grab a bowl and then fill it up with strawberries. So anyway, I ate my food, and then when I went back, they were already getting ready for lunch. And they already took away the waffles and blah, 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 blah. We'll get to another story in a minute, which is funny. But so that was the point where, like, okay, well, whatever. And I had the fruit, and I took a whole thing of grapes. And I took all the strawberries that were left and the Danishes and stuff like that. And my mom went and grabbed some stuff. She had some desserts. But she grabbed this one dessert, in a little plate. And it was like a white dessert, and it had like little drops of stuff on top, and it had like Oreo cookie crumbs that were just little crumbles, and a raspberry. And so she was eating it, and she said it was really sweet. And I was like, well, what is it? But I guess she couldn't tell what it was. So she goes, here, try it. I tried it. Ooh. White chocolate mousse. So it was like a little cup plate thing of white chocolate mousse with a little dab of whipped cream, just like a little dab, and then it had the raspberry, then like the little Oreo cookie crumbles.
Real quick, I went looking for that whoopie pie, but they didn't have it.
Oh, hopefully they'll have some more. But yeah, so it was white chocolate mousse. I was like, ooh, so yeah, it was really good. I wish I would have went and just grabbed like 4 plates or 5, because they were like really small little plates, and just like a little squirt of chocolate mousse, and it was flattened. But yeah, I would have grabbed like a whole bunch. I would have grabbed a plate that you get your food on, and then put the little plates on that plate and carry it back. So yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't get to eat as much as I wanted to, and like I said, they were switching over to lunch. I did have the tater tots, like I said, which were really, really good. It was yummy. What you eat?
Well, I had the French toast. It was very disappointing with that. It just didn't taste like the one I remembered when I first had it 10 years ago. And so I didn't get any more, because I don't know, I felt like just soft bread with flavor in it. That's all to me it was. It wasn't like that maple, whatever, I didn't need to put syrup on it. This time I had to put syrup on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't have any. It's like I said, just like a thing of cinnamon. It looked like cinnamon to me.
So I had that, but besides that, I had tons of bacon, like I said earlier. I mean, I didn't really meant to do that, but I guess they were so stuck together, so it was like more than a handful off that little thing you get, the little picker.
Oh yeah.
And this lady's all, "You love your bacon." I'm all, apparently so, because it came out like that.
You don't have to justify how much bacon you got.
And so then I went to go. I was going to try the waffles, but I'm really picky about waffles. Maybe I should have tried it, but I don't like anybody's waffles except Eggo waffles, because I've tried different waffles in different places, and they don't taste good to me. It's just the way you cut them and put the syrup and butter. It just, I don't know. It's just, it's bland to me. It's just bland. It's
all
weird.
I know is Stuart, my little buddy Stuart, makes the best waffles. I love how he makes waffles.
Any waffle that's made in a waffle in one of those flip waffle irons is better than any waffle that Eggo could ever put out.
Not the way I make it. But other than that, so then I had the fruit. Excellent fruit. Because usually when I buy fruit at the market, the honeydew and the orange melon, they're good, but then they're not as sweet sometimes. It seems like you get watery and it loses its flavor. But this one, I actually went back for like 3 times before my brother got there, because wherever it was left, I ate it when I was waiting in line for some stuff. And then after that, they had no more. So I went to go eat. Before my brother got there, I went back. He just put a fresh, and the chef, little guy, wherever you want to call him, comes out, "Hey, I just brought some new for you." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." So then I just piled up my plate on the fruit. Excellent fruit. Then I decided to look for some toast, because you figure they have like toast and stuff there, but I guess you probably have to order that. So I was disappointed with that. I did get some tots because it was really good. I picked one out with my hand and went, "Ooh, good." So I got the thing and put a lot in, like he said, cereal bowl. Did the same thing. And then what else did I have? I thought about dessert, but I was already getting full. and that little thing he was talking about with the chocolate mousse, I was like, I don't know. And I was like, I'm full. Because I actually went back by myself to go over there and get some more. And then I was like, hey, there's something else missing. And usually the last time I went to that thing a long time ago, they had these kind of really cool sausages. I think one was maple and one was regular. So I was going to get the maple, and I was like, hey, what's up? But they had these other links that looked like, I don't want to say what it looks like, but it was like pale looking. I was like, never mind. But then I went to get those little pancakes, and I thought they were going to be crappy, because usually when you get pancakes out of like a buffet, it's crappy. So, no. Maybe other than they're mushy, they were really good. So I got some more a little bit, and I think I just sat down right before my brother came in, and it was good. But yeah, I tend to get full really quick, because I was going to try their dessert. They had like a nice little cake-looking thing over there on the other side, and I was like, But the buffet is way different the way I remember it, like I said, because it wasn't, you walk in and there's like a buffet thing in the middle with like the fruit and stuff. The one I went to back then was just round, and it was just long and round, but I guess they added that omelet thing now, because they make your omelets now there over there. So it's pretty cool if you like omelets and you're an egg person, but according to people, omelets are really, really good, and you put your own toppings, of course. And it was cool. I was ready to see somebody make some crepes. That would have been great. But other than that, it was good. Like I said, besides the French toast, I was disappointed with, because when you taste something from a long time ago and you're just like, and you think that in your head and you brag about it to your friends, you got to try the French toast. You got to try the French toast. And then I go back and you're like, But other than that, it was good. I had fun, especially with the characters.
Characters were cool.
They came out like they knew us, though.
Dale was just like all over me. I was just like, whoa.
He even did like anything.
He even poked my belly. He said poke. I was like, whoa.
It was me.
It probably was, because never mind. No, it was really cool. Like I said, Dale was really cool. And then I was kind of distracted because these people next to us, this lady was complaining. And I'll get to her complaint in a minute.
Yeah. Just put it this way. I heard her in the bathroom.
So I was kind of like this, just like trying to listen, right? And then all of a sudden they're like, and I turn around and there's Pluto. I'm like, oh, because I was trying to listen to these people complain. But yeah, so yeah, Pluto came up. I mean, they all came up, and what's his name? Cody. Is his name Cody from Brother Bear? Is that the name? Cody, Brother Bear? Yeah. So yeah, Cody was there walking around.
Yeah, he was funny though.
And I mean, that's the only three that were there, huh? Pluto, Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
Oh, that's four.
But yeah.
Yeah, and Cody. Yeah, so yeah. There's only four there. I thought there would have been more.
I thought it'd be Jasmine there.
But I guess it was Chip and Dale's, it's a Chip and Dale theme. It was Chip and Dale's Wilderness Party. I forgot what they called it, but it's Chip and Dale's whatever party.
And you dance and everything.
Because nothing says Mother's Day like Chippendales in the wilderness.
Well, that's the theme of it, so it was pretty cool. I liked it.
I was hoping to see Gadget.
But yeah, so we were sitting there, and the table next to us, there were the cast members like, oh, hurry up, we need to get this table. This person is complaining and blah, 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 blah. And so basically, I guess you heard she didn't like where she sat in the first place. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So she didn't like where they sat.
So she was annoyed from the get-go.
Yeah, she's just like...
Well, the get-go started when she was waiting.
Right, that's what I mean.
Seated, yeah.
Not where she was already seated, but before that, she was pissed because she was waiting whatever time she was waiting. And then they sat her in a spot that she didn't like.
Clearly, she's never been to Golden Corral.
And then
and let's put it this way, she's pretty wide.
The whole thing was that she wants breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time she sits down, she's not going to get breakfast because breakfast is going to be over, blah, 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 blah.
Should have got there earlier.
So, well, according to what I heard, her reservation was at 1:20.
You're going to get breakfast at 1:20?
Well, breakfast is over at 2.
Oh, I see.
So she figured she'd get in there and get her breakfast. So what happened was one of the cast members went and made her a breakfast plate and brought it to her table and said, oh, well, here's some, to hold you over or whatever. So the the manager at the time told her that whatever breakfast she wants will be available. Just let them know, and they'll get it for her. So then she's talking to the server, and the server blah 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 blah, and then she goes, "Let me talk to the manager." So another manager comes over and tries to explain to her, "Well, 2:00 we switch over, breakfast is over, blah 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 blah." Well, I was told blah 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 type of thing, right?
That's the part I heard in the bathroom.
Yeah, I was told that I would be able to get breakfast, blah 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 blah, 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 blah.
And I want breakfast right now. I'm sitting here, blah blah blah. She's one of those people that are going to complain to the fullest until she gets her way. And what I heard from the bathroom when I came out, she looked like, I don't know if you guys, I know most of you know David Lee Roth. Well, when he went solo, he did this song called Yankee Roads. There's this lady that in the store saying, "My doctor told me to blah, blah, blah." And he goes, "No, in this store you don't." Well, she looked like that character. And it's just funny because when I sat down and she's complaining, I'm trying not to laugh. My brother's going to try to hear everything. And it gets better.
All I remember is she was bitching about she wanted breakfast, and the other, like I said, the other manager now, who's I guess maybe it's her shift now, I don't know, says keeps trying to stress the point that breakfast is over, and we're switching out and blah 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 blah. And I forgot I don't remember. What
she was just like, "But what did she say? Oh, she go, but they told me I can have breakfast still." That's what she said. And I want breakfast. We came here for breakfast only.
Oh, another thing too was
I just said it out loud. Do you know what time it is?
Another thing too, she went up to the omelet station to get an omelet, and then she came back, and then she's like, picking at it, and then she's like, "It's raw."
Oh yeah. She kept complaining about the food.
Yeah, so no matter what,
You stand right there and watch them make it.
Well, because they brought her something.
You're right. I was thinking the same
I know how an omelet station works.
because she's telling him what she wants. Because
They make it right there, literally in front of you.
the server came back and said, "Oh, well, I'm sorry. Do you want me to make it over? What do you want on it?" And she was telling what she wanted, right, to make it over. So that's what I was like. Well, aren't you there watching them? Like
He's
for
going to
me,
literally go back and do the same exact thing.
for me, if I'm eating an omelet, I'm sitting there watching, I'm going to make sure it's cooked. And if I can see it's not cooked, I'm going to say, "Hey, it's still not cooked." I don't know. No matter what, she's going to complain and bitch all day long.
That's what she was doing. I mean, they brought her this thing. I don't know what it was, but I'm just going to say Hackattash. I'm using that as an example. But she's up. This is not what it's supposed to taste like. This is supposed to be blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And the lady's all like, "Okay, we'll bring it back. Well, this is how I want it." And she's telling them how to cook it. And I'm just sitting there going, okay, now she's getting on my nerves. Because for a while it was entertaining, but every single bit, she's complaining. And her daughters, they're used to this, but one of them was actually going like, "God damn."
One that she was just like basically like looking down, like, "Oh my God, shut up, Mom, just shut up."
Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, no matter what, she's going to complain. We laughed. I just.
Oh wait, I have that one more. That's it. She said, "I'm a butterholic. I need tons and tons of butter."
Fat.
And I
didn't
went,
hear that.
Yeah. No, that's when you went up to get something else. And I started laughing because earlier we saw paramedics come in.
Oh yeah.
And I said,
Yeah.
somebody had too much bacon or something. And so we started kind of laughing with that. So when I left, I said, have your butter and your heart attack too.
Yeah. So anyway, other than that, I mean, I thought the buffet was pretty cool. If I wasn't spending 45 minutes for parking, I would have enjoyed it more. But oh well, I mean, that's what I get for going on Mother's Day and on Run Disney Day. So
I thought you were going to park in the parking structure, actually.
So whatever. But you know what? My mom loved it. She really, really liked it a lot. And she even said that she wants to go back and try dinner. I said, cool, let's go. So she says that she wants to go and make sure we will pick a day that is not like that again. And, have some dinner and have more fat time in the parks with Mom. So that was pretty cool. If you guys haven't been to storytellers, Cafe. It's located in the Grand California Hotel. You guys should definitely go over there, check it out. Make sure you make a reservation before breakfast is over. So go at 12 o'clock or whatever. Make sure you
Here's an idea. Actually go during breakfast hours.
Nah, not me. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. You guys should try that if you haven't tried it before. I do recommend it, and I can't wait to go see what they have for dinner.
All right, so one last thing on Fat Time. The AP popcorn buckets are now out. They seem to have plenty of them, so if there was any concern about them running out, all of the popcorn stands seem to have like huge multiple stacks of them, so hopefully, but that doesn't mean that you guys should wait all the way until, when is it, June 25th is the last day to buy them, supposedly?
Yes.
Now, last time they had the popcorn buckets, they were gone well before the closing date, so just because there's plenty right now doesn't mean there's going to be plenty by the end of the month. I mean, if you're smart, you get them well before Memorial Day weekend. They are at most all of the popcorn stands. They are $15 once again. Still nothing about what we're going to be getting at DCA.
Yeah.
I mean, are they going to have, like, is it going to be still, even if it shows up later, is it still going to be sold in the same period of time? Or are they going to have that one kicked? I mean, it'd be weird to buy that one later on to have it still end in July, at the end of July, and have less time on it, but what ifs?
Probably come out on the 26th.
Right. So once again, make sure you guys go get your AP Main Street Electrical Parade Popcorn Bucket Mark II, as I called it on Twitter. All right, so as he mentioned earlier about more Fantasmic news every week, we got the word this week, the confirmation that Aladdin is going to be one of the sequences, the new sequences. And we had talked about, there was somebody speculating or somebody talking about how there was going to be Aladdin and Jasmine on a carpet floating over the...
No, they said flying.
Flying.
They said the word flying.
Now, this just basically says that they're going to be floating over fog.
Right.
We don't know how they're floating, whether they're on a barge covered in fog or if they're on some sort of arm or what they're doing, but they're definitely going to be an Aladdin and Jasmine on a flying carpet somewhere during the new Fantasmic.
They're going to use that crane next door where they're building Star Wars.
Well, they got a couple of them, so yeah, they can do that. So I think they're just gonna keep making announcements on Fantasmic just to kind of string us along to.
I think they're making announcements because it's coming up next month.
It's like, here you go, feed little bit baby birds at a time.
Yes.
Here's the announcement about pirates. Here's the announcement about Aladdin. Next, they're going to tell us about Lion King or whatever.
Now, I read somewhere that the announcement about the new pirates scene was made by mistake. That because it came out of D23, announced the new scene for pirates, I believe it was.
I don't remember.
And then they said that it was made by mistake, that they weren't supposed to announce it, and D23 deleted it.
Okay.
So I don't know why they would delete it if they did, but because it's already out there.
Right.
And the fact that the projectors are up on the towers, tells you, well, that's true if the projectors are on the towers. But I don't know. That's what I read, that it was not supposed to be announced and it was a mistake. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear about that like after they announced it, like, oops. But
right. Who knows? I expect that we'll probably be getting fed a little bit of information here and there, maybe once a week or every other week between now and when it comes back, or whenever we get the official announcement of a date. I suspect by the end of this month, if it is truly coming in June, as you predict, I suspect we should get an announcement by the end of this month.
Yeah, I would say so. I think maybe, like I said, if it does come next month, that's why they're telling you, oh, this is coming. Oh, this is coming. And they keep mentioning Fantasmic and along with the announcement of Aladdin and Jasmine being added. Then we got the word about merchandise for annual pass holders and a pin. So, I mean, yeah, it's just like more and more stuff from Fantasmic to get us to be intrigued about the new 2.0 show that's coming up. So, yeah, I mean, I'm hoping next month. That'd be cool. We said last week that, we miss it and we want it back. It's going to be crazy, though. It's going to be crazy crowded.
Yes, because remember that enjoy your last few weeks or last month or so of the West Side being the place to go at night. For what? How long? The last year and a half or whatever it was that I've been, however long it is that I've been telling you guys, go to the West Side. Go to the West Side, whether it was during Paint the Night, whether it's during Main Street Electrical Parade, whether it's during fireworks, whatever it was, the West Side was the place to go. Although the West Side has been pretty popping lately.
Yes, because Johnny Depp was there.
Right. Now everybody wants to go over there and see if they can catch Johnny Depp.
Exactly.
Stupid. But pretty soon, once Fantasmic's back, there will be no safe.
No. So, yeah, they announced that new merchandise for Fantasmic's 25th anniversary for APs.
Actually, it's not just APs. There's a regular shirt as well.
Well, I didn't see that.
Okay.
Because it was an AP announcement that I saw. I didn't see anything about regular people. I don't care about regular people because I'm not regular peoples.
The regular shirt's actually pretty nice.
They announced a shirt for the APs, and then I saw the pin.
I didn't even know that there was a Fantasmic pin until I saw it. I actually hadn't even read. I saw this because the article about Aladdin is the one that talks about the merchandise also. I didn't know. I hadn't read it. I already knew about Aladdin, so I was like, well, I don't need to read that. So I didn't read it, but I saw the pin. I was surprised that it doesn't say anything on it. It doesn't even say 25th or nothing. It just Mickey and the Dragon.
Oh.
The classic. It's the iconic picture. Kind of really jeweled looking and nice.
How much is it?
I didn't look at the price because it's right. You're right. It is behind the counter. We were at Westward Ho, and you know how a lot of the stores now have the little wooden case with the show that shows you the limited editions. It was in there, but I didn't go look at the price. So I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I like it. But I knew specifically from the post where the shirts were supposed to be, and so I went looking for those.
And
they're out at Pieces of 8. I didn't see them anywhere. I didn't even see anything behind the counter. Because I was thinking, okay, well, the AP would be behind the counter. They would probably have one on a mannequin or something behind the counter. But there was nothing there, and then there was no regular shirts out on the shelves. And then I went to Disneyana, and they had both shirts at Disneyana. They had the AP one. You have to go and ask for it. Right. And then the regular shirt was hanging up, in the middle there where all the Main Street Electrical Parade merchandise is.
Do they still have the AP shirts over there?
Over there, I don't know, but they actually have they still have all that AP merchandise in 2 different places now at Star Trader. Not only is it at the one by the entrance, but it's at the one in the back too. When
you come out from Star Tours.
No, not that one. The half circle counter.
Oh, where the hats used to be?
Yeah, where the hats used to be. They have it over there on the left.
All right, so if you guys are interested in the Fantasmic merch, I would suggest go over there and check, see if they still have it, because, they can have it yesterday, doesn't mean they have it today.
Exactly.
You never know, and the pin does look pretty cool, so if you guys want to go check that out, go check, see if they still have the pin and the shirts and all that jazz.
All right, so some of the merchandise we've been waiting for at Star Trader is finally there. We got the 40th anniversary 2-pack with R2 and 3PO is now at Star Trader. Also, the Force for Change Last Jedi pin is now there. I didn't see the shirts, though. No shirts yet. I completely forgot about the shirts. All of them?
He was too busy posting pictures on Twitter. That's why I didn't see it.
No, I did that later. I was too busy looking at the pin, I guess.
I saw them They were there yesterday too.
Oh, okay. All right, so they had the shirts. I was just too busy looking at the pin. Because, the pin is like this big.
Yeah.
It's huge. Did you see it?
I saw your picture.
Okay, well, I didn't know if they were there when you were there.
No, because we looked. Where was the pin at? Like
On the counter as you walk in on the right.
oh, it's only in that store though, right?
They probably have it at Launch Bay.
But it wouldn't be at the little green man.
No.
Okay, so never mind. I didn't look.
No, when they get that 40th pin, that should be at Little Green Man. I'm hoping that's going to come out on the 25th. But yeah, the Force for Change pin, they got a bunch of crazy pastel shirts from some company called Neff.
Yes, that's a skate brand.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you've heard of them.
Yes, they're very, very popular with the kids.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they're called Neff Headwear.
Mm-hmm.
But now they have some Star Wars shirts that are very pastel-y, bright, and crazy looking. They have women's and men's styles, and they have a hat. Well, they have one cool hat, and they have one really crappy looking hat. It's more of like the crappy looking one is more of like your trucker with the mesh, and then the front is squishy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
hate that.
really gross.
Yeah.
But the other one's pretty cool. Well, there's some 40th merchandise. A shirt that I don't really care for the shirt. I don't like it. I didn't even take a picture of it because I didn't like it. I guess I should have because, other people might like it. I don't know. Nobody should like it. They have shirts. They got, like, travel mugs. They have an ornament, a 40th anniversary Star Wars ornament set, which I thought somebody had said they originally saw at the Christmas shop, but then I went over to the Christmas shop and they didn't have it there. So, but they do have it at Star Trader. So any of the merchandise you guys have been waiting for as far as 40th merchandise, the Force for Change pin, or any of that, get on over to Star Trader and check it out.
All right, moving on. So on Sunday, I posted the news that the bands are coming back to TLT.
The bands are back in town.
Yes, bands will come back starting on May 26th, and they will be playing, of course, on the weekends only. Just like last year during the summer, they will be hanging out until August.
Now, I already know who's on the 27th and 28th. Who's kicking it off?
Scott Bruce is kicking it off
All right.
on the 26th on the Friday. Saturday is Thomasina, and Sunday will be Hard Day's Night. So we got the schedule for that.
You got your three heavy hitters starting out. Not like last time where they started out with Snuffleupagus.
Exactly.
You forgot about that, huh?
No, I didn't forget about that. It just made me laugh. So yes, bands will be coming back for the summer. Weekends only, starting on May 26th. And like I said, they will be going until
The 20th.
Is it August 20th?
August 20th.
Until August 20th. So, yeah, check out the bands. And, of course, in the fashion of, being late, Disneyland Today announced it on Monday. So, yeah, I basically, I didn't say anything to them. If you guys follow Facebook, you would say, yes, Disney, we know about this. So, yeah, bands will be coming back to Tomorrowland. Terrence, I like that guy. Starting May 26th, we will be there on one of those days, if not all 3 days, because, we have the Summer of Heroes starting on the 26th or the 27th. So it's going to be really, really crowded. And, of course, Memorial Day weekend is going to be crazy.
I think the only reason to be there on the 26th would be if you want to go see the new Disney Junior.
I didn't see the first one. Why would I see this one?
Exactly.
So yeah, since he reminded me about that, the new Disney Junior show will debut on May 26th over there, Hollywoodland, DCA. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try to figure out what days I'm going to go because, we're going to be there on the 27th for the start of Summer of Heroes and, of course, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. That's going to be crazy. That's just going to be like, I don't know.
All I know is we're hoping for either an AAP preview or several soft openings, so that way we can get on it not on Saturday.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of that, real quick, just shout out to, or just mention to anybody who might have been considering going to that Guardian special event on the 26th, that it is sold out. It's sold out as of last Friday that I know of.
All right, so speaking of Summer of Heroes, Disney keeps pushing it, keeps, saying, reminding you like every other day about Summer of Heroes coming and meeting Groot and everybody. So I'm just going to push that out to remind you guys, hey, Summer of Heroes coming. That's going to start on May 27 when Mission Breakout opens, and then they're going to have the dance party over there. A lot of crap's going on.
And everybody that's complaining about how we get Big Groot and not Little Groot like Florida, bye.
Yeah, don't forget they're going to have that new Avengers training initiative featuring Black Widow
and her stolen vehicle
and Hawkeye. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I still got to see what vehicle she stole. Probably the Green Army Man's Jeep. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, a lot of stuff is going to go on the 27th. It's going to be a day that, everybody's going to want to be there just to see what everything's all about. I mean, we have an idea of what Mission Breakout is all about because Disney keeps pushing that too, giving you previews of the ride or previews of this artwork or the story of the ride. And, we see the pictures of Groot. So I just want to know what this dance party is going to be like. That's one thing I want to see. And I do want to see that training initiative thing. And I just want to see all of it too, just to take it in. And then we'll see what happens after that. Either I'll be like, oh, let's go hang out over here, or we'll be done with it. Let's go watch Thomasina. We'll see. So yeah, all that starts on the 27th. We will be there. Hopefully we'll see you guys. Let us know if you're going to be in the parks. And of course we'll tweet out and Instagrams and Facebooks where we're at and everything like that. But definitely you guys can find us at Tomorrowland Terrace starting at 7:30 when Thomasina takes the stage. And yes, we'll be there in our usual spot. If you don't know where that is, all you have to do is email us.
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
So real quick, getting back to the bands, I forgot to mention the times. So yeah, the times are, they're all playing 4 sets. Starts at 7:30. The next one's 8:35, then 10 o'clock and 10:45. People are asking if is this band coming back? Is this band coming back? I'm like, I don't know. But we did hear of a new band that's coming back. We did hear of a new band that's coming, and they are called Identity Theft, the band. So I think they're basically like an 80s band that plays 80s music. We saw a little video today on YouTube of them. From what I heard, they sound just like a corporate band that plays gigs and stuff like that. It didn't sound any energetic, but it was just a promo video for the band. But we'll see. I guess when they play, we'll check them out and I'll let you know what I think of them. But from the video I saw, they were playing Don't Stop Believing. And it just started sounding like, playing in a little lounge in Vegas or something. So it didn't impress me much. But like I said, we'll see when they come.
Don't stop believing.
Even that sounded better.
Wow.
So yeah, band's coming back. Summer of Heroes. That's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait.
Do you have a special occasion coming up? Looking to personalize your trip with a keepsake? Create customized buttons for birthdays, engagements, family vacations, even bridal parties, or just because. Check out buttonsbydigs.com today. Buttons by Digs, Buttons by Digs. Remember, those are buttons, not pins.
All right, so on Monday, Michael the Mail Guy and I went to go see Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. We saw a screening of that. And before I get to what I thought of it, I'm going to get to what Michael thought of it.
First of all, before I say that, I just want to say that no, it was not these guys who stole the movie and are trying to get money from Disney to not release it. It wasn't them.
It wasn't us.
Or was it?
We don't know. But yeah, before I get to what I thought of the movie, I want to tell you what Michael told me to tell everybody. This is his thoughts of the movie. Badass.
I was gonna say it must be short and sweet.
That's all he says. So yeah, we went yesterday to go check it out.
Wait, is that like Rogue One badass, or is that like another scale of badass?
I didn't ask him that.
Okay.
But he enjoyed it. Actually, we went over to San Diego to go check out the screening, and we went over to Tron Uncle. He has his uncle over there who loves Tron, has the Tron video game and everything. So we went to the movies with him, and it was pretty cool. The movie was pretty awesome. I can definitely say that this is the funniest Pirates of the Caribbean I've ever seen. There was more comedy to this and more of an adult humor with innuendos to this movie, which is like really funny because it's like just the way, of course, Captain Jack slides it in real quick. It was just like, oh, did he just say that type of thing, So it was really cool. And of course, they had that scene that we saw at the sneak peek over there at DCA. And when we got there, I was hungry. Of course, I'm hungry. So we get into the theater. I'm like, well, I'm going to go get some food. So I go get my food. And I'll tell you a quick little story. I wait in line. They had one line for premier guests or something. I forget what they call them. And then they had the regular line.
That was AMC?
Yes.
Yeah, premiere.
Okay. So I'm in the regular line. And then I go up to the guy. And the guy says, do you have a stub card? I said, yeah, but I don't have it on me. Because I was looking in my wallet when I was in line. And usually, I just give them my phone so they can scan it. But you're not supposed to take phones on the screening, so I left it in the car. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have it, whatever. And then he goes, well, I can look up with your phone number. But I didn't think I gave a phone number. I don't remember ever putting down a phone number or anything. So he looked it up, and he goes, oh, well, here you are. Oh, cool. And he says, you do know you're a Premier member. You could go in that line, right? I go, I didn't even know I had that. So I could have went in the Premier line and, got help quicker, but whatever. So now I know I'm a Premier member. So yeah, I got my food and I got my big, large drink, and I'm sitting there eating the food and everything before it started. And of course, the movie starts and I'm almost done with my food and my drink. And it got to that part where we saw at DCA. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I already saw this part. I could go get a refill. But then I'm like, well, I don't want to walk down the stairs. Everybody, look, why is the guy leaving? So I didn't do that. I should have done it. And then Michael said he was thinking the same thing. He should have left to go get a refill since we already saw that scene.
Yeah, because you get a free refill.
Well, yeah, you can get, because they have the freestyle machines.
Oh, I thought you were talking about popcorn.
No, it's not about a drink.
Don't you get a free refill with popcorn with Premiere?
I believe you probably do get one or something.
Or is it an upgrade? I think you get a free upgrade.
So anyway, the movie was really good. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. Lots of action. I really liked the comedy. That's really gets me right there. The comedy was really awesome. Like I said, the funniest Pirates movie that I've seen.
Yeah, we could probably talk about it next week some more once we've all seen it.
Yeah.
It'll be easier to have a discussion and whatnot.
I just want to know, do you know why or how or the story of why Paul McCartney's in there?
No.
Okay. Because when he released the picture of him in there,
right,
I was just like, I first thought it was a joke that he was maybe, I didn't know. I just saw he released this picture of him as a pirate.
Right.
So I thought it was a joke until everyone's posting it, and I'm like, okay.
Like a montage or something like that. You thought it was a joke?
No, I just thought maybe he was like being funny and posted himself as a pirate.
Right.
I didn't think it was official. And then, then I'm hearing, this is before I saw the movie. And then I started hearing, oh, he's in the movie. And I'm like, why is he in the movie? So, I don't know. I was wondering if you knew why he was in there. I know there was a Beatles song in there. There's a Beatles song in there.
In the movie?
Yes. I'll have to figure out which one it is. I didn't even notice it, but I think it's.
Well, I'll have to look for it tomorrow when we go to the movie.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I think it's actually playing like a pirate type song.
Uh-huh.
But it's
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it until I saw the credits.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, there was a Beatles song in there, but anyway, yeah, it was interesting. And if you guys know who Paul McCartney is, you're gonna know who he is when you see it.
Well, if you saw the picture that was released, you already know what he looks like. So.
Yeah. So anyway,
What about Jack's dad?
no, Jack's dad's not in there, but Jack's dad's brother is. So anyway, yeah, the movie was awesome. I loved it, and I do suggest you guys go check it out.
Of course, that doesn't come out until the 26th. So
Yeah, check it out when it comes out, and I guess we'll talk about it more next podcast because we're all going to go watch it tomorrow at Downtown Disney for the Disney Parks blog meetup. So we'll go check that out, and maybe Jack Sparrow might be there.
Savvy.
All right, so just real quick, that it was announced last week that Beauty and the Beast will be coming to Blu-ray and digital HD on June 6th.
I actually saw that. I was like, "Ooh, cool!" Oh yeah, I think today they released little videos of the bonus features and stuff like that.
Yes, I saw something
Yeah.
about that, yeah.
So like rehearsals and things like that. So that looks interesting. I can't wait to see that.
And then I forgot, I don't have it here or what the date was, but you saw about Dumbo is, I believe, the next of the signature releases.
Oh, okay. I know.
They had some Dumbo event, and there was a bunch of the extras were shown. I saw something about that, but I don't have it here. But we do have some announcements from the ABC this week. All of the studios have been doing their upfronts, announcing their fall lineups and all that stuff. And we got the word today out of the ABC upfront. A few interesting things. First of all, the last few days, Fox and NBC had been making their big announcements about all their live stuff, with NBC with Jesus Christ Superstar and Fox with Christmas Story. Well, Disney, not to be outdone, is doing Little Mermaid live. Of course, coming to ABC on the Wonderful World of Disney. It will be a 2-hour special, and that will take place on October 3rd. It will feature live musical performances combined with cutting-edge technology to create a spectacular merging of the classic animated film with live television. Cast has yet to be announced, but I'm sure we'll be finding out that pretty soon. So, definitely going to be something completely different than some of the live ones that the other networks have done, but it should be very interesting. And it's always nice to see the return of the Wonderful World of Disney.
Yeah.
Even if it's just an excuse for them to use the name. It was announced the other day that S.H.I.E.L.D. had been renewed for another season. Most likely it's going to be probably its final season. We have mentioned the Marvel's Inhumans, the show that will be coming up, also coming in the fall. We got the confirmation at the upfronts that Inhumans will be... Well, first of all, let me just mention that besides the fact that anybody who watches Once Upon a Time, I'm sorry, because I don't know what kind of show you guys are going to have left after half of your cast just up and left.
Bye.
Including like 3 major characters. So, yeah, exactly, bye. But not to be outdone, Disney is moving Once Upon a Time to the death knell of Friday. Friday at 8 o'clock. But obviously that doesn't bode well for Marvel's Inhumans, because Marvel's Inhumans will premiere on Friday after Once Upon a Time.
This kind of sounds sucky now, because now Friday's going to suck on ABC, because Friday is the comedies.
Yeah.
And of course, they canceled Last Man Standing and Dr. Ken.
That's right.
So
They're getting weird shows.
And they
now.
moved the rest of those, the other ones, they moved them to Wednesday, I believe. Or they kind of mixed it up. Between Tuesday and Wednesday are all the comedies now. Your TGIT, or whatever they were calling it, Thanksgiving, and your Thursday lineup with all the
dramas.
Your dramas, that's still intact. But now Friday, like I said, will be Once Upon a Time, and then Inhumans. But after Inhumans does its 8 episodes, then S.H.I.E.L.D. will take over that spot. And from what I hear, S.H.I.E.L.D. is only going to be about a half a season as well. Something like that. They're talking about like only 13 episodes. which is why it's most likely that that'll probably be the final season of S.H.I.E.L.D.
What about,
So hopefully they got something good.
what about Shark Tank? Where'd that go?
Shark Tank moved to Sunday.
That's bullcrap.
Yeah, that's one.
Sunday's
Yeah,
Walking Dead.
Shark Tank took, I believe, Once Upon a Time spot, right?
If it's
Once
8
Upon a
o'clock.
Time was on,
8 o'clock.
no, it's 9 o'clock on Sunday.
Well, Once Upon a Time was 8.
Now they got America's Funniest Videos and some show called To Tell the Truth. Oh, that's at 7. Then
Okay.
at 8 is To Tell the Truth and Shark Tank at 9. And then some show called 10 Days in the Valley at 10.
Tell the Truth is an old game show.
Oh, right.
That's the one with Anthony Anderson and his mom.
Oh, okay. And then, of course, you got American Idol. Like I said, S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, we would be remiss if we did not mention that another one of the ones that, because I'm mentioning mid-season stuff. Like I said, American Idol, mid-season, S.H.I.E.L.D., some other shows. Roseanne.
Cool.
The Return of Roseanne.
Yeah, I heard Dan's a zombie.
Well, considering it was revealed that he's dead at the end of the series, spoilers, and that the whole previous season was a dream, then yeah, I guess Dan should be a zombie. If he's supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
Unless they're gonna say that the last episode was the dream.
No, you know what?
Well, this isn't Bob Newhart.
This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to say that the last part is what her writing, just like maybe a story of a character, of a family. That's, at the end, the father.
So you think
died.
they're gonna fledge it so that way they could bring Dan back?
Yeah, I was just what I'm thinking. Or Dan, as we think is Dan, is the long lost twin brother. Never know.
Was there a long lost twin brother?
No.
Okay.
But now there is. And he's back.
Hey, it's kind of like the two Darrens. You just don't notice.
Exactly. Well, wasn't one of the daughters? Didn't they change too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. It's precedent.
Now that was a funny one because then when the original one came back, Roseanne says, "Where the hell have you been?"
Yeah.
All right. So like I said, we got Roseanne, S.H.I.E.L.D., American Idol, and some other crap. Grey's Anatomy spinoff. We've been trying to get rid of Grey's Anatomy all this time, much less get another spinoff. The last spinoff didn't do well.
It's gonna be Green's Anatomy.
And then we also got the announcement real quick at the upfronts that the first Monday Night Football on ESPN, you know how they always do a doubleheader on the
Yes.
very first Monday Night Football? The
Right.
second one will have the first ever NFL game called by a woman newscaster or a sportscaster. I forget her name. I didn't retweet it, and I don't have it in front of me. But she will be calling the game with, I believe, Rex Ryan.
Oh, cool.
Actually, it's not the first ever. I take that back. Her name is Beth Mowins. She will be the first female broadcaster to call an NFL game since 1987.
Oh, okay.
So basically forever.
All right. Well, speaking of American Idol, we got an announcement today that Katy Perry will be one of the judges on the show that's coming back.
I only have one question. Is Left Shark coming?
I don't think so right now. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think the shark is somewhere biting people or something. I don't know. But yeah, we got the announcement that she will be joining American Idol as a judge, and also there's reports that Chris Daltrey will be one of the judges also. And earlier, Anthony was telling me that they wanted to get the old contestants from American Idol as judges.
Yeah, specifically Kelly Clarkson and one other one.
Carrie Underwood and Jennifer Hudson. They were basically on their wish
Oh,
list.
Jennifer Hudson was one. Carrie Underwood wasn't on the list I saw.
So yeah, they were saying that, and then access right here on this article from TV Guide says that Kelly Clarkson won't be joining Idol anytime soon. The season 1 winner signed on to be a coach on The Voice. That's funny.
And word is that NBC did that specifically to keep her from signing on to American Idol. And also there's big controversy because apparently Fox is really upset about American Idol being brought back so soon because their original plan was to retire it for a little while and then to bring it back in 2020. I guess this was all coming out. It came out yesterday that they wanted to just have it go away and then come back in like 2020. But the company that actually owns American Idol, they didn't want to wait that long. But Fox is pissed off because they feel like that they wasted the going away just to have it come back after a year and a half. They're really mad.
Oh. Well, like we say here, you snooze, you lose.
Exactly. And then I guess NBC was kind of pissed off that they didn't get it because they already would have had access to they already have access and they already have Simon under contract.
Yeah.
So they could have been able to bring Simon.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Everybody. All right, so we'll talk about the Backstreet Boys. So what is that? It's a new project called Boy Band that's coming to ABC.
Yes, that was also announced at the upfront. In fact, the Backstreet Boys themselves were there and performed live with their old school song that he was just singing just now. If he leaves that part in.
Oh, of course. Everyone loves hearing me sing. I haven't got no complaints yet.
So they're going to be doing a show called Boy Band, which is basically like you said, in the format, kind of in the same format as The Voice.
Yeah.
Where you have coaches, but they're going to be called architects.
Architects, because they're building the band. I wonder if they're going to use any cranes. Maybe Denny Crane.
They have Denny Crane.
So yeah, it's just basically, they put a band together, put the band, the group together, and then they're going to be judged, and whoever wins gets a contract, and then you're going to get to see them all over until they decide they want to go solo and they break up, and yeah.
So it's going to be like that episode of The Simpsons where they make the boy band. No, wait, no, that wasn't The Simpsons. Well, no, they did on Simpsons too, but they did it much better on South Park.
Oh, okay.
When they created their band. So that will be coming up. UK artist Rita Ora will be the host of Boy Band. And, of course, Nick Carter of Backstreet Boys and Emma Bunton of the Spice Girls will be two architects.
Cool. Earlier I told Anthony that I could care less about this show, even though I probably would watch it. I'd probably check it out and see what it's all about, and I would decide from there if I will continue to watch it or not. But I do love The Voice. The Voice is one of my favorites. Way better than American Idol. I prefer The Voice over American Idol any day. All right, so we're going to take this time to remind you to go visit our Patreon page. Go to patreon.com/MousePIRE. Help support the podcast. It takes a lot to run the podcast, which includes fees for hosting and the website and all that kind of stuff that goes along with running any type of podcast. So help support the podcast. You can give $5, $10, $15, $1 million a month, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. You can choose what you love to give, and we would really, really appreciate that. Just like Fernando Xavier Hubbard, Scott, and Nancy, who has helped the podcast. We really appreciate that. So head over to patreon.com, help support the podcast. Don't forget to go over to YouTube. Check out our YouTube channel, MousePIRE Podcast. All you have to do is head over to there and search MousePIRE Podcast, and it should come up. Or just head over to our Facebook page and check out the videos there. We do have videos up that include Autopia with all the new scenery. We also have a flag retreat ceremony posted on there that we attended one day. And there's also some clips from Frozen. So head over to YouTube, search MousePIRE Podcast, subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. All right, so we've been talking about MousePIRE invades the ravine. We're planning to invade Dodger Stadium. We are going to be attending a Dodger game. We are still working out what day. We're not sure yet what day we're going to do. We do have some options. So I am going over those options to see when we're going to be there. Shadow says it has to be a night game since it's going to be summer. And he doesn't want to be there in the day because he might melt.
I said that too.
So we're going to plan a night game. We got to figure out what day. So please, if you guys want to attend this with us, email us and let us know that you are interested in this, or comment on the Facebook page where we posted the announcement about that, or Instagram, Twitter, whatever, wherever you guys see our post, just comment on it. Let us know that you are interested so we can figure out about how many tickets we're going to need. The tickets are not going to be that much, so you're not going to be paying $80 to go watch a Dodger game in the nosebleed section or anything. The section we're talking about is was it reserved?
I think it's the top deck, but...
No, not the top deck. It's the reserved.
Oh, is it reserved? Okay, originally you had said top deck.
Yeah, but then I said, no, not top deck, it's the one below that.
Reserved, then.
So then, yeah, we're talking about the reserve level. So if you guys are interested, please comment somewhere or email us.
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
And let us know you're interested. And we're going to get all the information on what day. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. Have some Dodger dogs, nachos, peanuts. Yeah.
Reserved is what used to be blue.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what pastel color it is now. I don't remember. I haven't sat up there since they repainted. Hey, all right, so it's mail time.
Oh, I thought it was fat time.
We had that earlier.
Oh, we did? Oh, no invite. Dirty. All right, so our first email comes from Nancy. And her subject line is yay. All right, she says, I'm going on vacation and I'm taking my podcast with me. She says, but here's another email finally. All right, so we're going to episode 82, spoilers. So if you guys are not familiar, Nancy has been listening to all our past episodes, catching up.
Just like you should be if you're not caught up.
Exactly. So she's going to start with episode 82, spoilers. All right, so she's asking, was the Mary Poppins play true to the books or the movie? So this is the one that Shadow and I went to in Riverside that was put on by Carnegie School. And I've only seen the movie once, probably. And I don't read books. But from what I've seen, I mean, it's looked true to me. Everything that I remember from Mary Poppins was in the play. They did a very, very good job, like I said. So, I mean, I think it was really good. And the father, the guy who played the father, did a great job of being, how do you say, like, annoyed, busy, into himself, just like the characters in the book and in the movie. So, yeah, I would say, you know, him doing the job like that was really true. So, yeah, I mean, I would say yes, even though I don't remember the movie that much. All right, so next topic is Eggstravaganza. We finally did the Easter egg hunt. Yes, you're right. People do love to spoil things. We only had the Mickey to find. This lady saw me talking to my son about the map, interrupted us, and said, oh, I know where Mickey is at.
Dirty.
And I interrupted her and said, hey, let us be surprised. She did apologize, but still. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, people just want to ruin things for you. When you're doing that egg hunt, you see people with their maps and stuff, and they're looking. You know, I look at my map, and I see where it's supposed to be, and then I put my map away, and I just walk over there. I don't want to try to be like, you know, people to see me looking so they can spoil it from me. So, yeah, I hate people. All right, episode 72, Tangled in Woody's Fast Pass. Favorite quote. That's my favorite Woody, and I don't mean Toy Story. As George Takei would say, oh my. I subscribe to MousePIRE on YouTube. Yay, that's awesome. He says, yes, you are right. Peter Pan needs Fast Pass. All right, episode 73, The Last Jedi Balloon.
Well, real quick.
Yes.
Speaking of fast passes, geez, that wall. Do they have is that wall sticking out far enough? The one over there by Matterhorn?
It might be building a facade.
They might be building a freaking house.
Oh, yeah, real quick. Speaking about Fast Pass, we were over there taking pictures of the Mission Breakout. And, you know, we're right there in front of the Fast Pass building. And someone walked by and said, oh, look, they built a Fast Pass for this. Yeah.
No, but at least they changed the sign.
All right, episode 73, once again, The Last Jedi Balloon, Main Street Electrical Parade. Do you remember in the Main Street Electrical Parade, they didn't have the lion play the organ? Oh, wait, Shadow just said that. That's funny. Do you recall why they had the whole circus thing in the Electrical Parade?
Not because of Dumbo?
That's what I thought. That was the whole Dumbo scene with the circus and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
I assumed it was because of Dumbo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because of Dumbo.
I mean, I suppose it could just be a circus, too, because didn't Disneyland have a circus at one time?
Yeah, but that was only like 4 months or something. From May to, or was it 3 months?
And it was just once?
Yeah.
Okay, so when it wasn't there long enough to make an impression that
No.
it should end up in the parade.
No.
So definitely it's got to be Dumbo then.
Yeah. Anthony, you mentioned washing down the ground in front of Small World. Why did you need to do that? Let me answer real quick. If he didn't, he would have been fired.
Yeah, pretty much, because when I was working night custodial at Disneyland, there's a certain crew that, well, our job was basically to wash every single surface with a big high-powered hose that anywhere a guest walked, we hosed it down. And so
did you have to follow the gas?
I wish.
That's how you clear out the park.
Exactly. Bring out the fire hoses. No, we had kind of in between a regular hose and a fire hose with a nice high-powered nozzle, and we sprayed the ground, pushed any dirt or anything to drains, and basically the whole entire area, the whole entire park, and the Esplanade, and everywhere, anywhere you walk, it was hosed the night before.
Yeah, Nancy, if you were ever there when the park closes and you walk out of Disneyland and you look over to California Adventure, you would see them hosing everything over there.
You can see them starting over there. Or if you're there first thing in the morning in the winter, the ground could possibly still be wet.
Yeah.
And it's not from rain. Unless it rained.
All right, so next thing is random stuff, and Shadow's going to react to this one. Do you remember the grape drink they used to sell in Fantasyland? I just suddenly thought about that.
Grape drink?
Welch's.
Yes, it's grape juice.
Grape juice. That was the first time we
Yes.
used to go when we got there. We have to go through the castle each time. Never went to any other land because every other land you don't go to. You just go straight to the castle when you're kids. Go straight to the castle, make a left, right there. Grape juice.
Yes.
Welch's.
Yep.
And he used to have those little fairies naked with little flutes and little horns. I forgot what you called them. And they had grapes everywhere, but these little on the painting on the side, and then they had those little
I don't remember that.
those little fairy guys with flutes.
Whoa.
I don't know what you call those guys,
Like-
but
Berry grape juice.
yeah, fairy grape juice guys.
I don't remember that. I remember Welch's. I remember we used to go there all the
All
time.
right, so point of order then, it's not grape drink, it's grape juice. Because anybody who knows that grape drink is Kool-Aid.
And don't drink it if you're in a cult. All right, Nancy, thank you for your email and enjoy your vacation. Let us know how it was, and hopefully we hear from you soon. All right, so we have, well, not a new email, but a returning emailer from last week. This is Mr. Knight, and subject line is, "What's up?" He says, "All right, you basically nailed it when you reference Michael Knight as a Knight Rider. I grew up watching that show and loved Kit. Love that you are going to call me Mr. Knight, and I can be known by that name from now on."
Just for that, I'm going to call you Car.
And if you know what it stands for, email us.
All right, so he says, "My real name is David Guerrero, and would love to hang out and have some fat time in the parks. Hashtag fat boy swag." So thanks for answering my questions, and damn, that's a long ass time being a pass holder, which explains why you're so knowledgeable in the parks. I'm only a 3-year pass holder with sad face. Hey, there's nothing to be sad about that.
As long as you're part of the family.
Exactly. But I always gone to Disneyland throughout my lifetime. Dodger tickets are for sure. I would like to know the date and time so I can confirm how many I'm getting. Well, like I said earlier, we are still working on that, and I'm glad that you are interested. And as soon as we have a date and prices and everything, we'll post that up and let everyone know. But you know what? It's going to be really fun, and I'm glad that you are going to come and join us for some fun at Dodger Stadium, eating and everything. Oh, it's going to be cool.
Be fun on a bun.
He says, love that you gave credit to my club as I am a White Rabbit Social Club member. Completely agree with what you guys mentioned about how some clubs are just like extreme ends about talking and hanging out with other clubs. And as you guys would say, you're stupid. So now to the questions for this episode. What is one of the events, rides, or food that is no longer being done at the parks that you would love to come back either briefly or permanently? For me, I have fond memories of the old submarine voyage, as that's probably one of my early Disneyland memories, and how that old technology blew my mind as a small kid.
Wait, what was this question?
What is one event, rides, or food that is no longer in the parks?
Oh, okay. I only heard food. And then he's talking about the subs. I got thrown off. Okay.
Now as an adult, I miss the Mad Tea Party, and unfortunately, I never got to experience the Tron Party that was before the Mad Tea Party.
Yeah, me neither.
So if Disney would bring back anything, I would love to experience the Tron Party. So thanks for keeping me entertained at work with your podcast, and hope to hang out with you guys at the parks so we could get some grub on. Mr. Night Out. Well, you know what? One of the food things I would love to have back was curly fries, because I remember them having curly fries over at Harbor Galley. That was way back in the 90s. So that's one food item I would love for them to bring back.
Well, I mean, I think we all are in agreement the maple bacon funnel cake.
Yeah,
of course.
That too. Yeah, let's not have that for one day.
Yeah, they only had that for one day.
Let's
so
at least have it for a seasonal holiday. You know?
Right. The old menu at Casa Mexicana with the beans and rice that were both good.
Yes.
And all that.
That's a good idea.
I got it. 2 of them. And of course, it's a cliche with me. Original corn dogs, all beef, Hoffy.
I was going to say the old school way they did the corn dogs.
Yeah.
When they were always perfectly cooked.
Exactly. Now they are sucky. 2, the original good hot dogs. They used to walk around in a cart. Those were my favorite, because I used to get 3 of those sometimes. And back then it was about, I don't know, between $2.50 and $3.
So basically he wants the original hot dogs back.
The only good hot dog there is at Award Wiener. But other than that, I don't really go to the corner.
Journey Through Inner Space.
I was thinking about that when I read this question.
Me too.
I always think about it.
That was my favorite.
I mean, I barely remember it. I remember some parts of it.
I don't know why I remember it so well. Because I liked it so much. I don't know. I mean,
we went on it all the time.
Yeah.
Every time we went to the park, we went on it, but I barely remember anything about it. I mean, I know, the concept of it and what what it's about, but just like the scenes and stuff, I barely remember.
I mean, I could probably say that. America Sings.
Yeah, I was about to say that right now.
And crap, I forgot what the third one I was going to say. I was actually going to say it before I said America Sings, but then I forgot.
Country Bears.
Country Bears.
That too. That's not what I was going to say, though. Circle Vision.
Oh, yeah,
I was going to say that right now, too, because I was going to say, back then I thought it was kind of boring towards the end, but then I actually miss it now.
You know what, to be honest, I'm just going to say Old Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
1980s Tomorrowland.
Yes.
I want 1980s Tomorrowland.
I want the rockets back on top.
Rockets back on top. Mission to Mars.
People Mover.
People Mover. Circle Vision.
Like you said. Inner Space.
America Sings, even though it never really belonged in Tomorrowland. All that stuff. That's what I want.
And just to let you know about Tron, or Electronica, it was really cool. And the best part of that was the opening, because they had, the characters from Tron, and they opened it up. It was pretty cool. I like the opening of Electronica. It was pretty tight. I'm going to say it was way better than the opening of Mad Tea Party.
Yeah.
Hey, if you check out YouTube, maybe they might have something up there. Put Electronica up, and maybe you'll find something.
I'd be surprised if you can't find something.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah,
tried to
because if
look.
you can find Old Tomorrowland on YouTube, like the People More and stuff, you can find that.
All right, so thank you for your email, Mr. Knight. Really appreciate that. All right, next email is from Commander Passholder, a.k.a. Commander Cody. Hello, MousePIRE. Commander Cody reporting in with celebratory news. I am officially purchasing my first annual passport for the Disneyland Resort. This weekend, I am attending a seminar convention at the Hyatt Regency, Orange County, just down the street from the resort. Is there anything going on in the parks this weekend that I should be aware of now that I have pass holder perks? Commander Cody said, signing out.
Welcome to the family.
Well, we mentioned that AP shirt for Fantasmic, so that's an AP perk right there. You got the popcorn bucket. That's another AP perk. Hey, has two right there. That's awesome. What else is going on this weekend? Nothing that I know of. Nah, that's about it. And yeah, you got your AP discounts for food and merchandise in the parks. You should have let us know which one you were purchasing so we'd give you a little bit more heads up. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Commander Cody is a pass holder now. So make sure you get that popcorn bucket. It's $15 and you'll be able to refill it for $1. Hey, you can't beat that $1 popcorn. It's always, good to have popcorn. And of course, a lot of people always refill it right before they leave so they can take it home and have some popcorn either on the way home or either the next day. That's what I do. So yeah, those are the two perks right now that I can tell you offhand, besides your discounts in the parks and stuff like that. That's all I can think of right now. So there you go. Nice to hear from you again, Commander Cody. All right. Next email is from Michael, the mail guy.
Whoa. Should have that checked out.
Michael the Mail Guy here. Thanks for the invite to the sneak peek of Pirates. Fun times with Diggs and Jose. Very good movie. Go see it. Stay to the end. After party at Tron Uncle's house. So yeah, we make sure you guys stay to the end. When the movie does come out, you guys go see it. But of course, every Pirates of the Caribbean movie had something at the end. So yeah, check that out. He says he has cramps in his arms from playing Tron while we were being detective watching a couple of the first 48 show and eating cones and cookies and cream chocolate candy. Thanks to my wifey for those. He has a new award called Fired Award. The Fired Award goes to my uncle that forgot his old ass phone in Diggs' truck. Another great times and memories. Thank you. So, his uncle left. Well, first of all, his uncle has an old phone. I'm not sure what kind of phone it is, but it's one of the side flip phones. You flip it and then you have the keyboard thing. So yeah, old phone. And Michael was just ragging on him for having that phone and things like that. And it was funny. But yeah, he left it in my truck. And then when I got home, and like I said, we went to San Diego to see the movie, and that's where his uncle lives. And we went over there first, met up with them at his house, kicked it there for a while before we headed to the movie. And then after the movie, we went back. And like I said, his uncle has Tron, so we played Tron and did all that stuff that Michael said we did. And then when I got home after 3 o'clock in the morning, and I reached back to grab my stuff that was in the back, on the seat, and I saw the phone there. I was like, oh, man. So, yeah, his uncle left his phone, and I'm pretty sure you guys can relate about not having your phone with you and not having a phone, and you're like, I need my phone. So it was funny because I texted Michael and said, hey, your uncle left the phone, and then later on he said, well, maybe he'll get a new phone now. All right, he has a new Dirty Award, and the Dirty Award goes to all the people crying about the monorail being closed. So for some reason yesterday, that was the biggest news on Facebook. The monorail's closed. The monorail's closed. And I was just like, I posted that 3 weeks ago that the monorail was going to be closed. So I'm glad that the people who follow SoCal Disneyland Annual Passos Unite already knew that the monorail was going to be closed on May 15th. And they also know, I believe, that the monorail will be opening back on June 16th. So it'll be closed for a month. And the reason for the closure is not what we thought. We thought, hey, they're going to start doing the construction over there. But no, it's not because of that. It's because of the renovations they're doing to the Grand Californian.
I think that might have originally been part of it.
What do you mean?
They may have originally been planning to relocate the posts over there on the harbor side.
Oh, yeah, I know. But
they're not going to do it now, but I think they might have originally been scheduled as part of this closure.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because they are redoing the hotel over there.
Right.
So
I'm just going by from what I was telling you that one day about their original time frame for wanting to get the Eastern Gateway going.
Yeah.
That this would have been about the time that they wanted to get that going.
Right. But since the city pushed that stuff, denied the plans and everything,
right,
which we reported, saying that the thing was stopped and it's halted and it's not going through right now, because if it was, they would have been started building already. So yeah, we reported that the whole mess with that went through or didn't go through, and the city stopped the project. So yeah, or else, like I said, you'll be seeing that stuff going through. But right now they're doing some renovations over at the Grand Californian, so it has to do with the area that the monorail goes through, which is probably what they're redoing. But yeah, everyone's crying because it's closed. Whatever. People are stupid. All right, questions. Can you see Mr. Toad ride taken out of Disneyland? No, never.
No.
I would never be taken out.
I would like to say never, but I'd never say never, because we've seen dark rides at Walt Disney World close, at the Magic Kingdom, and been replaced with other things. So, I mean, unless they have another dark ride that they want to have replace it, that would be the only reason to close it.
I would say never. I can't see that happening there.
Because Disney's original, Flora's copy. They can take anything out over there.
All right, next question. Do you believe they did anything new to the island? And what is the island's capacity?
463.
I thought it was 62.
I don't know.
I don't know what they did. I don't know. They took some stuff out.
They cut its tip off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what, I'm sure they redone some stuff, maybe added some paint somewhere, and I don't know. It'd be nice if they opened those caves up.
I know. Bring back the 70s Tom Sawyer's Island.
And the capacity, I don't know. I would probably say 300 people, maybe. Not a lot.
No.
No, it's not a lot. If they had the fort open, it'd be more.
It'll be even less now since it's a smaller island.
Yeah.
150.
All right, random questions.
No, yes, no, and no, yes.
Gertrude.
Why don't they use one of those smell machines by the restrooms and Aladdin's Oasis and use a jungle scent? So put a jungle scent in that area. Why don't they do that?
By the Adventureland restrooms?
Yeah, then Aladdin's Oasis area.
What does jungle smell like?
I was thinking about that too right now. Boo boo.
Pretty sure jungle smells like some rotten, decaying plant matter.
Yeah, I was thinking like
nobody wants to smell that. I mean, what do you think? All jungle smell like bananas?
He says, "I'm really tired of smelling dirty raw sewage as I walk by." Well, then don't walk by.
Exactly. Why do you think I don't walk by to the left of the carousel? Because it always smells like piss over there.
It does.
Just like I don't walk between those by that one pole out front in the Esplanade, because it always smells like piss by those roses.
Now, Michael the Mail Guy's tip of the week.
All right, Michael's tip of the week. He says, WTE. What the email? It's really not rocket science to send some emails, people. Short or long emails, funny or sad emails, anything on your mind about Disney or Star Wars. Maybe something in between. Come on. Email segment is the best and we need to keep it up. I got a question for the listeners plus a homework assignment. All right, so he says to email us
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
subject line homework. And here's the questions you guys need to answer. How did you find out about the podcast? Why do you keep listening to the show? Who is your favorite MousePIRE staff member or less favorite MousePIRE staff member? What don't you like about the show? What would you like to see on the show in the future? And be honest. We need your feedback and thank you. Till then, this is Michael the Mail Guy saying bye.
I don't think we should be called staff. That just sounds too like we're at a
I didn't wear
school.
my.
I'd rather be cast members.
Why did he call us staff?
I didn't wear my tie today.
I know. I'm going to say cast members.
We're not cast members.
I'm not even wearing pants.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Taxi!
We are
Entertainers.
yes. We are not staff members. We're not cast members.
We are the entertainers.
We are podcasters. That's
There
what
you
we
go.
are. So I mean, you guys, you guys should be emailing us, and hopefully, we get some new emailers to answer these questions. I'm pretty sure that we know the answers that we would get from the regular emailers who email us, like Fernando and Dan and all those people. I'm pretty sure we know the answers to their questions for these questions from them. But the new emailers, you guys need to email us and answer those questions. That'd be interesting to hear. So all you people out there who haven't emailed us and who is listening right now, I think I'm going to copy this and I will paste it up so you guys can have the question in front of you and you guys can send it in an email. That'd be awesome. All right. So thank you, Michael the Mail Guy, for writing in, and also I'm going to send out a big shout out to Uncle Tron for having us over. It was really nice of you to have us over, and thank you for letting us play Tron. It was really cool, even though Jose didn't want to play because he was like, "Oh, I wasn't even around when that came out," and blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
What does that mean?
I'm like, you got to use your hands. That's a baby's
Baby's
toy. So anyway,
I like that. That's funny.
Damn millennials and their avocado toast.
I didn't get that. I saw that last night. We'll get to that later. So anyway, thank you, Uncle Tron, for having us over. I had a great time, and I actually got to level 3 on Tron, which was really cool. And it was kind of funny because I was on level 2, and I didn't know I forgot that I was on the last one.
That's the one with the spiders?
No, there's all 4 of them are in each level.
Oh,
There's
right.
more.
I forgot. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I forgot how it works.
So I was on the spider level on level 2.
Oh, okay.
It was my last level to complete. I forgot that it was my last level to complete, and I completed it. So then I went to level 3, and I just hit to move over to the red area, and there was spiders again. I'm like, well, how do they come up again? I forgot that I advanced to the second or the third level and it started over again. So yeah, it was pretty cool. It was fun. And yeah, once again, thank you, Uncle Tron, for having us over. And we will be heading over there soon. He says to come back. And I think Michael the Mail Guy is actually planning a barbecue for the summer. We can all go over there and have a barbecue. So yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Awesome. Good times like always. All right, so like I said, you guys need to email us. If you guys haven't emailed us before, there's a lot of you guys that we actually have met and said you guys listen, but I know you guys haven't emailed. So email us if you have any questions, comments, tips, and answer the questions that Michael asked. That'd be awesome. Make sure email us.
MousePIRE@gmail.com.
Do you have a special occasion coming up? Looking to personalize your trip with a keepsake? Create customized buttons for birthdays, engagements, family vacations, even bridal parties, or just because. Check out buttonsbydigs.com today. Buttons by Digs, Buttons by Digs. Remember, those are buttons, not pins.
All right, so that's going to do it for this week's episode. We appreciate you guys taking your time and listening. We really appreciate that. All right, so yeah, don't forget all the stuff coming up at the Disneyland Resort. You got Summer of Heroes, and bands are coming back, and Disney Junior starts on the 26th, and whatever else is coming up, I don't know. We've told you everything already. We got popcorn buckets to refill. Dollar refills, AP holders. Get your popcorn buckets, $15. And dollar refills until July, whenever I told you. All right, so don't forget to visit our Patreon page. Help support the podcast. Go to patreon.com/MousePIRE. There you can donate up to $1 million. Just kidding. But you can donate to help support the podcast. We would really appreciate that. Also, check out our YouTube channel, MousePIRE Podcast. Just head over to YouTube, search MousePIRE Podcast, and you'll find our channel. Subscribe to that as well. We would really appreciate that. And don't forget, Dodgers. We will be invading Chavez Ravine sometime soon. We are going to be posting the information as soon as we find a date, and we'll let you guys know how much the tickets are going to be. Like I said, it's not going to be that much. We're going to have a great time. As you can see, Mr. Knight is ready to come over and invade the ravine with us, so that's pretty cool. At least we know we have one RSVP already. And, of course, Shadow and Anthony, Dirty Michael the Mail Guy will be there. Hopefully, of course, definitely Fernando Xavier Hubbard will be there.
With his book sighting.
Yes, and hopefully Dan Reyes will be there. I believe Dan Reyes is an Angel fan, but hopefully you will be there too, Dan.
Just to get fat with us.
And Lauren will be there, hopefully. So we're going to try to make a big party. Jose will be there. So
a pirate party.
Yeah, we're going to have a big party, Dodger Stadium. We'll let you guys know all the details soon as I can find a good day to go. It's going to be fun. So, yeah, hang out with the MousePIRE crew at Dodger Stadium. It's going to be pretty cool. I can't wait. So, yeah, as we mentioned, we'll be going to the Disney Parks meetup for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales on Wednesday. And we will be having a bigger discussion about the movie when these two see it. And like I said, it is very funny. You guys check it out when it comes out.
All right, so as usual, catch us on the social medias. We are at MousePIRE on Facebook, at MousePIRE on Twitter and Instagrams. I am at Empire for Life, Empire_4_life on Twitter.
I am on Instagram, Shadow_Vamp.
And you can find me on Instagram, Baloo1313. Also follow Buttons by Diggs on Instagram. There you'll see when your buttons orders are going out. And one more time, don't forget patreon.com/MousePIRE and YouTube. Subscribe over there on YouTube. Search MousePIRE Podcast. And don't forget to stay tuned for more information about the invasion at Chavez Ravine with the MousePIRE crew. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. So until next time, remember, if you want breakfast in the afternoon that bad, hey, there's a Denny's and IHOP right across the street. So for Michael Rooker, Fake Paul McCartney, and Rest in Peace Powers Booth, I'm Anthony.
I'm Shadow.
I'm Diggs.
Bye.
This podcast is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. Audio, sound bites, and other clips are property of their copyright holders. All original stuff is ours and property of MousePIRE.com.
Little meat says it meats. Their cheese is thicker.
Whoa.
The live bands will return to TLT for weekends only during the summer. I'm going to read that again.
You're stupid.
Thanks, man. I can't believe I didn't see those shirts. Beauty and Spicy City.